Monster Island. There they are. Bert Switzer. There we are, the songs. Owen Maercks. McGregor McGee. Henry Kaiser. Young Henry Kaiser. Look at that t-shirt. Look at that old red Stratocaster. Well, when was that? 77? I can't remember. Doesn't say. Anyway, same t-shirt. Same Stratocaster. I changed the pick guard. Still has still has the old licks in it from Monster Island. Yeah, ho. Owen's song about Japanese monsters. Alice in Blunderland, first thing I learned to play on guitar. Which I play a little bit wrong on the CD, but anyway, you know. So I used 3 guitars in Monster Island. I used this red Stratocaster, which I got at a store that used to be in Harvard Square. It used to have a woman's butt carved in the back and a crotch in front, and it got filled in and painted with this red metal flake. And I later put this cool pickguard on it. First guitar I ever got, which I got at Tavian Music, was this black Telecaster. It gets used on the Monster Island record. It's got a orange mother of toilet seat pickguard and a modulus graphite neck now. Anyway, that. And I believe my solo on Ho is this Gibson ES355, which is good for the Derek Bailey style. But it's on Ho in that kind of vibrato. Since I had a lot of people sign it, but I didn't start signing it till post Monster Island. But man, have I got some weird signatures on here. Who do I have? I've got, there's Garcia, there's Glenn Phillips, there's Terry Riley, there's Cecil Taylor, there's Albert Collins, there's B.B. King, Raymond Connie, Anthony Braxton, Georgie Ligeti, Lou Harrison, John Cage, John French, John Fahey, Sonny Chirac, Robin Williamson, Samuel R. Delaney, Phil Lesh, Hubert Sumlin. A lot of people. Anyway, feeling sentimental here at home thinking about this stuff. Got the old t-shirt, the Nikola Tesla High t-shirt, the high school I wished I'd gone to, the high school that doesn't exist. Still have the t-shirt. It's still wearable. A little tight, but still wearable. Monster Island. What do I remember? My friend Owen Maercks, who I met by putting a sign looking for someone to play with on a bulletin board in Cambridge, and his friend Creed Dew saw it. And I went and met him, and they were interested in a lot of the same things. Japanese monsters, crazy guitar. I remember when I first met him, he was walking down the street in a silver coat, silver leather coat, with a brown paper bag going, except what he was going was, and he was shooting whipped cream down his throat. Yep, that was Owen then. He lives out here now in California with me, near me. Doesn't live with me. When I first started to play guitar, before I met Owen, I played with a guy a lot named Rick Schwenterly, who was a great guitar player and very tolerant of me. Very, very tolerant of me in the beginning, and playing a lot with me. He introduced me to Bert Switzer. Didn't Bert play with? Did Bert? Didn't you play with Bill Bamberg and Smitty, great guitar player who died? Was he chasing his dog or cat on a roof or something. And a great guitar player. And I don't remember how we met McGregor. We were loud. Loud drummer. Amazing drummer. Still an amazing drummer, from what I've heard. We played together twice, now here in the future, but we didn't meet. We had the, I guess it's stereo, so we had the quadraphonic duet across the country. It's 2004 now. And I'm about to go down to Antarctica to work as a research diver at McMurdo Station, actually in a field camp. Be living in a tent on the ice for 2 months. And I'll come home in December and go to London, spend Christmas with my pal Richard Thompson and his family. Come home again. Looks like I'm doing a diver training thing up in Svalbard above the Arctic Circle, above Norway, in the winter up there, cold and dark. Northern Lights. Come back home. Too much traveling to do. April, I know. Got some diving work down Socorro, Clarion Island, San Benedicto, 200 miles off the coast of Mexico. But then after that, I sure want to head back to the East Coast, and I really want to make a duet CD with Bert, not just us. Both going nuts. Sure, we're older now. We're still nuts. Still nuts. You know who else is still nuts? I don't know about McGregor, but Owen's still nuts. Owen's really nuts. Come on, I'll show you.
Monster Island. I always wanted to live on Monster Island. For a little while I did, and I still do. Hi, Bert. I was the other guitarist in Monster Island, Owen Maercks. I remember it well, one of my favorite bands of all time. And one of the best elements of it was the drumming. Bert was certainly the heaviest, most powerful drummer I've ever worked with. Just a raging machine, out of control and yet perfectly in control. And remember fondly to this day working with him. He was terrific. Do you tell the story about the rehearsal studio and who we used to rehearse next door to?
No, tell that story.
We used to rehearse in this huge complex of rehearsal studios in Boston, and all kinds of bands would rehearse in there, and we would be playing our strange, difficult music, and there was a band next door that just was the worst sounding heavy metal band we had ever heard. Just made us puke. It sounded so bad, and we would laugh and then kind of play our music back and forth between the two studios. And it turned out that after a while they actually sat outside of our studio and listened to us play, and we would sit outside of their studio and listen to them play. I think we equally hated each other's music. And as it turns out...
Wait, I remember you imitating a particular vocal line. that was Back at Them One Day. Can you sing that vocal line for us?
I don't think I have that range anymore, but it was one of those high, heavy metal.
It's the word.
shrill
It's a line that begin. No, it was a line that began with the word "more."
Oh, that's right. And in fact, this is before it was a hit. They would do this one song over and over and over, and it was a terrible song. And one day, just as they finished the song, I sang right back at them, "More than a feeling," and it turned out it was Boston. And I guess they had the last laugh because they were the big stuff. We weren't.
But they never got to live on Monster Island.
That's true.
And they don't get to live on Monster Island still.
And that's right. Bert, hi. It's, 25 years later, and I still live on Monster Island. I have the oldest and largest reptile store in the United States in Berkeley. And I've been here for almost 25 years. And I guess we'll take a walk inside and show you what I do.
Let's do it. Go on in.
So I do this for a living, Bert, and I actually sell vintage records on eBay, like so many other people of my generation.
What's a Monster Island record go for on eBay?
Monster Island goes for about $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. There's
There
40,
it is.
$40 right,
There it is.
right there, huh?
There's us 25, 30 years ago.
How long ago is that?
That was 78, 77? 77, I think.
77 or
Yeah.
76? 77?
No, you're right. I think it's late 76 that we
I
did
think it's
this.
late 76 too. Where was this miniature golf course? It's on Route
Just
128?
north of Boston, as I remember.
Yeah, that's where the dinosaur is.
Yeah, yeah.